The whole house is obviously an office. This is the kitchen office. This is the kitchen file system over there. I'm saving all the papers since the terrorist attacks on September 11th in case I write something about it. This is one desk. I work at the kitchen table an awful lot of the time. Here's Hemingway's memorial in Ketchum, Idaho. This is my favorite little saying of his. Best of all, he loved the fall, the leaves yellow on the cottonwoods, leaves floating on the trout streams, and above the hills, the high, blue, windless skies. Now he will be a part of them forever. So beautiful. Hemingway wrote this as a eulogy for a friend of his that got killed in a duck hunting accident. And then they put it on his little memorial in Ketchum, Idaho. I've always wanted to make a pilgrimage there. I don't make many pilgrimages, but that would be a good one. This came from Cuba in 1970. My first wife, Ruby, brought it back. It's the only thing they didn't take away from her when she came into the United States, right? Como en Vietnam, Mes de la Mujer Vietnamita. Sandy Koufax was my biggest hero in life, pitching for the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Brooklyn Dodgers. And this is 1963, when the Dodgers crucified the Yankees in 4 straight. I love that. Here's a little, I've got friends who send me little treasures. This is a little zapatista from Chiapas, right? This is my son Luke and me playing at my daughter Tanya's wedding. Here's the living room. This is the last couple of months of mail. I've kept every piece of paper that I've ever gotten since I was like 5 years old. Everything I've ever written, every letter. So I have, these are just letters to people over the years. It goes on and on and on, drawer after drawer. This drawer, for example, is my dad's correspondence with me. I kept everything that my father sent me from the age of about 14 or 15 on. And a lot of it's in here. This is like just correspondence from 2 wives during our times together. These here, these are just letters. Starting, I don't know, about 10 years ago, I used to have a lot of stuff in cardboard boxes and in garbage sacks. It would seem that I still have that filing system, but little by little, I started putting things really carefully into files, you know, for individuals. If we keep up a correspondence, then you'll have a little file under G. You know, you're so lucky. I also keep, ever since like 1970, I've kept a file of every project I've done, every magazine article, every benefit, every speech, everything that you could possibly imagine. Taos Valley Acequia Association, 1989, that's organizing for ditch systems in the Taos area. Here's some Harwood Land and Water Show that I had photographs in. Aces and Eights was a magazine in Aspen that I did an article for. So I've just kept Las Sierras. This is a protest speech against development in Taos. And I have drawers after drawers of all of that. This is a panel by my friend Renee Templeton, who did a wonderful graphics artist. She did all the designs in the Milagro Beanfield War. In the book, the kind of, forget what they're called, they're scratch boards. She did all of those. She died in 1986 at the age of 51. All my revolutionary friends die early. This is a 1993, 92 Dell computer that my friend Johnny Nixick gave me in 1993. And I use it like a word processor. It's like, I hate computers. I'm not connected to the internet. I don't have a modem. I don't have email. But I can use it like a word processor. And I pray that it doesn't crash. Right? It's like, I'm so scared that this thing is going to crash. Because it took me maybe 8 years to learn how to just use it as a typewriter. These are current projects. This is these between December 10th, 2000 and May 31st of this year. I wrote a 1,300-page novel, and this is the first draft of it in these 3 boxes, right? And then since August 20th, I've been writing I got sidetracked, and I've been writing a book on taking my book tour. I was about 2.5 months on the road. So I've written like a 300-page book in the last, 22 days. People would say I'm crazy. Current screenplays, I've been working since 1993 on a sequel to Midnight Express, the movie that came out in 1978. And I began working for Ridley Scott, and then Ridley Scott broke up with his producer Mimi Polk. So then I worked with Mimi Polk, and then Mimi Polk got tired of it. In the last 4 years, I've worked with these guys named Peter Davis and Bill Panzer. And they're famous for doing Highlander movies and Highlander TV shows. The bedroom is sort of an office also. These are, all of this stuff is files on my mother, who died when I was 2 years old in 1942 in Florida. And I'm going to try and write a nonfiction book on Monique and my father, the 5 years that they had together. And I have lots of her journals, many of them in French when she was a child in Europe. She was French, born in Brittany, but raised in Barcelona, Spain. And then, you know, all my books are kind of really fractured all over the place. But these are all, for some reason, these are all women writers. There's women writers, all these shelves going down here and along here. And then these are male writers. This is all fiction. All this is fiction. And then these shelves are sort of New Mexico, Southwest shelves, that kind of thing. And I sort of know where everything is, but if you came in here looking for a logical way to find a book, you would have a really tough time. And the bathroom is another oh, these are all guidebooks. These are my most precious books. These shelves right here, like, you know, Sibley Bird book, butterflies, mushrooms, flowers. I read guidebooks like every day, because I'm always hiking, and you see a new flower, you see a new butterfly, you see a bird, you want to identify. And then here, the bathroom is an office. It's all the poetry, all the drama, a few little detective novels and stuff. The cats eat in here because if I put their dish in the kitchen, skunks will come through the cat door and eat the cat food. And I work in the tub a lot. I mean, people say, where do you work? I love this tub. Every night I draw a little bath and I sit in the tub for 2 hours, like reading, correcting, doing all this kind of stuff. It's a high-tech house, as you can see. The light bulb, all the fixtures keep breaking in my house. So you have to like turn things on and off by twisting them now. It's the first time my son came into this house when he broke up with his girlfriend. He had a wet hand from a shower, and he tried to, you know, twist the light bulb off, bump like that, and the light bulb exploded. Right? Almost killed him and made him blind.